In today's video, I want to showcase something I have been playing around with lately. And this is kind of how I think about taking our AI agents to the next level. Because as many of you know, not every single website source of information has an API, right? So we have to find some way to navigate these sources of information we are interested in. And of course, using this browser agents are pretty good at that. And there's been a lot of development in this space, and I've been playing around with browser use. That's just their name. They have a GitHub, right? So it is pretty much free to use, but they have a paid version too. You can see they are backed by Y Combinator. So if you're not so technical, you can also use their kind of integrated version. But today we're gonna use the open source version here. We can just follow their instructions to install this. So I have kind of set this up, but I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you can, start playing around with this. So I wanna show you a few things I have been doing to try to utilize some sources of information that don't have an API. We can get around by using these web browser agents, computer use agents. So if we head over to Cursor now, you can see here that we have installed our browser use. We are importing the agent and the controller. That is everything I have used. You can see we also need LangChain OpenAI. I'm just gonna add something here like this. Okay. So the model we are using is GPT-4o. This is something they recommended using in their documentation. So I have only been trying out that. And here you can see how simple it is to set up a task for our agent. So the task we are going to do now is we are going to head over to the documentation page on Anthropic. We're going to find all the documentation about using the Claude API, especially how to set up and initialize a client in Python, create a chat completion in Python, find some parameters, best practices. I'm going to instruct the agents to be active, scroll the page to load all the content we need, and return all this relevant documentation as text. Okay, that's pretty good. And all the information we find, we want to save to a file named claude.docs.md, a markdown file. And that is what we want to do in our first step, to use the agents to collect all the information we can find on the documentation. Because we have a second mission here, you can see write Claude code. If we go to our code codegen.py, here is basically we want to use Gemini API to write an instance of the Claude chat completion. So we're going to feed in all the documentation the agent found on the Anthropic page. We're going to use the Claude API key. I have to provide that. And write a Python script to a simple chatbot using the Anthropic API and the Claude 3.5 Sonnet model. And we give some instruction here what the script should contain. And basically how we can make this work is by using our agent to go collect the documentation for Claude, right? And we just, so basically what we want to end up here is a claudebot.py. That is a chatbot we can use. And we're just gonna do write Claude code. So when we write code main now, you can see we're first gonna run our agent to find the documentation. We're gonna write a code and then we're gonna see if that worked right. But before we fire up the browser AI agents, there's about 3 weeks out now until the Nvidia GTC 2025 kicks off. So we got some pretty cool stuff going on the channel, so I just want to give you this message. On March the 17th, Nvidia will launch their GTC AI conference in San Jose. Of course, there are limited space to attend in person, but the conference will also be virtual. So for this year on the channel, we will be doing a raffle. You can enter to basically have the chance to win a GPU from Nvidia, the GeForce RTX 4080 Super. To enter this raffle, basically all you have to do is be interested in the AI space and where this is going. So during the GTC conference, there's gonna be a lot of sessions you can attend virtually. This is like from Gen AI, ML, robotics, a bunch of interesting stuff here. So basically what you have to do to be able to enter these sessions, that is a part of the raffle we're gonna be doing, you have to register. So you can follow my link in the description below and you will get to this page. You just have to click on register now. You will of course get this registration form you have to fill out here. And then you are basically ready to enter all the sessions we can find in this catalog here. Some of the sessions I'm really looking forward to is this A New Era of Generalist Robotics, The Rise of Humanoids. Here we have Jim Fan from Nvidia, we have Boston Dynamics, Agility Robotics 1X. Really looking forward to this one. We have this Keep Up with AI Innovation from Models to Agent. Here we have the head of product at Hugging Face. But as you can see here, there's a bunch of other sessions you can attend to. Just remember the GTC 2025 keynote from Jason Wang is not counted as a session you can participate in if you want to join the contest. Because I will be publishing a form you can fill out later where you have to enter what sessions you attended and stuff to be able to be eligible to have the chance to win this GeForce 4080 Super here. I will come back with more information about this. So for now, all you have to do is just follow the link in the description, register, and I will be back with more information when we are coming close up to the start of the conference. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. So when I run this now, we are using Playwright, I think. You can see we pop up a browser window here. I hope this is not too small, but this is super good at identifying, as you can see here, objects on the browser, and it can start navigating. So yeah, hopefully now it's gonna click on maybe like quick start or something here, and it's gonna go through maybe Python because we instructed that. And it's pretty cool, we can observe the agent here working on the page we assigned it to. And it's going to keep scrolling up and down. You can see here, you clicked on an example of the code. Maybe it's going to go to Python. Yes, perfect. And now you can see we are on the Python example page here on the Claude API. It's going to start collecting all this information and hopefully store it to our docs page or a markdown file. So we can always use that as context when we're going to write our first code. So I've been super impressed how well it worked. Okay, so it says that was already all we needed. And now it was saved. And you can see chatbot code has been generated and saved to claudebot.py. So we already ran that. But before we look at the code, let's look at what our agent collected here in claudedocs.md. And you can see extracted the following documentation for using the Claude API in Python. Yeah, we got some good examples here. Perfect. Best practices, parameters. Super happy with this. This looks as all the documentation we need to create a successful API call to Anthropic. So if we go to ClaudeBot now, you can see we got some backticks here. I think we have to remove those. Okay, so we have an API key here. That's not too good. I'm probably going to revoke that. Okay, so let's remove these small backticks. And let's see now if our code works, right? So let's do Python claudebot.py. Okay, so welcome to the chatbot. Can we make a request to the API now? Hello? Hello, how can I help you? Perfect. Write a PyCode to add to ints. So let's see if it works. Yes. Okay, so that was pretty cool, right? Now we kind of used our agent using browser use and combined it into this more of a hybrid agent to do different tasks. So what I think is pretty cool with this is that we can kind of combine different tools by one of the tools now can be this browser agent that can go out to sources of information that don't have an API to collect data we need to complete something else, right? And that is just building on top of tools we need for our agent. So I thought we can do something else to demonstrate this that is pretty cool, and maybe we build our workflow together here. Okay, so the agent we are gonna build is I do collect some collector's edition of older games. So on price charting we can follow the price. So let's say I wanted to build an agent that can go to this web page, find the price, extract the price and store it, so we can track it over time if you wanted to do that off platform here. They do have an API, but for this example we're gonna pretend that they don't have it, right? So when we come to pricecharting.com, of course the first thing we want to do is search for, let's say, Zelda Breath of the Wild Master Edition. I have that. So when we come to this page, you can see we have a bunch of stuff here. We have some graphs, we have some prices. So the price I am interested in is the new price, since I have this unsealed, or sealed, not unsealed. So this is the price I'm interested in, right? I want to grab this price. That's the first thing we want to do. So if we go to our code now, we can start here. So go to pricecharting.com, search for the game, and we're gonna do Zelda Breath of the Wild Master Edition, right? We want to extract the data, the title, the URL, and the new price. That is very important. We want to set some kind of structure. We want to grab the title as a string, the URL as a string, and we can grab the new price as a float. That's fine. I think that's all we want. GPT-4o. We're gonna wait a bit with that. Yeah, we don't need to do that now. Maybe later. So save it in prices JSON. That should be fine. Okay, I think that should be it. So let's try to run this now. So if we do python games.py. So if this works now, you can see how simple these small agents are to set up. So yeah, we go to price charting, we find the search field. Let's see, hopefully we type Zelda Master Edition. Perfect. Okay, we are on the right page. Okay, so you can see now it doesn't identify the new price. That could be an issue here. So let's see how it handles this. I haven't tried this before, but let's just wait and see a bit here now. Okay, so just in case for the video sake, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but let's change it up a bit. Let's just do that. It's gonna click on new sold listings, and it's gonna collect the last, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do last 8 sold examples and grab the prices or something like this. So we can collect like a streak of sales. So let's see if we can set that up. Okay, so let's do number 3 now. It's gonna be click on new sold listings, extract the following data, sale date, title, and price. We might have to, what did we not? Let's skip this. Let's do price, and let's do sale date as a string. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we forgot to I just added the last 8 sales, and now let's run this. So I'm not 100% sure how it's gonna solve this, but it's probably gonna be mostly the same way. And yeah, we go to price charting, we search for the game, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Master Edition. But now I don't know how it's gonna solve this, so I'm just gonna give it like some time to see if I can figure this out. Because yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna find yeah, let's just see what happens here. So I'm just gonna give it some time, and then we're gonna double check this. Okay, so you can see now this looks pretty good. Even though we couldn't see it, I think it found everything. We have the title, right? Master Edition, and it's sealed. We have the sale date, $700, perfect. Next one, $735, $674, $1,000. So let's double check this. So we have 700, 725, 674, 1010, perfect. Yeah, somehow they found a way to do this. Anyway, let's check 23rd of February. That was the last sale. Boom. I think that was correct. Yeah, we got it. So you can see how easy it is to set up a simple browser agent that we just want to do some kind of simple task. But what is pretty cool about this is super easy to build on this task. Now I can take the data we have collected here, just spin up a simple Python code. I can do that just off screen now, and I can get like a nice report on this. So let me just write the code for that, run it through, and then we can check how it looks after we ran this data we collected here through some other AI model. Okay, so we just wrote a simple code. We loaded in our Gemini API, we fed in our data, we wrote a report, price trends, key insights, any trends. We have today's date, write the report in Markdown, feed in the report, save it to Zelda report, and write it. So let me just do Python game report.py. So let's write this report based on the data we have collected. Okay, so we have our Zelda report, and here we have it. So you can see We have some, yeah, the prices fluctuate, highest variability, okay, high variability, conditions matter, yeah, we have some key insights, yeah, you get the point. Conclusion, sell over to the mile, market shows significant price variability, inclusion of bundle items, sales percent slight downward trend in the price. So you get the point. Super easy to analyze some data we collected by using our agent. Yeah, that is basically what I wanted to go through today. I also created one more agent earlier today, so that was Python, what did I call it? Was it main.py? This just gonna go to Reddit, it's gonna go to like a subreddit, look at all the latest posts, collect all the latest posts here from /singularity, and do like a quick analysis on some kind of data we can fetch off some Reddit post. So that's just something I've been playing around with, testing this weekend. So it is super interesting, and I think these hybrid agents are gonna get more and more common as people start building out more of these browser use agents, because they are very helpful, especially in cases where we don't have an API, or where we need to, maybe we can set up Chromium so we can log into our LinkedIn or something, and we can be logged in like we did on Cloud Computer use, right? So I expect to see a lot of these popping up in 2025, and it's gonna be super interesting to play around with, because I think there are some really cool stuff we can do with this. So yeah, this was basically the first video I did on this in 2025, but it's definitely gonna be more coming up. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you want to play around. You can find the link to browser use in the description. There's no sponsored content. It's just I like the software, so I wanted to try it out. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. And don't forget to check out the link to Nvidia. Sign up for the GTC. So it's going to be pretty cool. And you can join the raffle to win the 4080 Super. So yeah, see you again soon. Have a great day and bye.